am heading out east of Highway 12 Bridge. So we're getting ready to cross over Beaver Lake. There's an 80% chance of rain today, so we'll sit here till we get too wet. I didn't bring no rain gear. Nothing fancy here. Just a couple catfish rigs I picked up from a local Walmart, relatively cheap. One on the left I have a Santa Cooper rig, and just a regular old Carolina rig on the one on the right. They're both loaded up with night crawlers for now. I don't know how well you can see the trees on the other side, but they're starting to change color. You want to know what makes you feel old? I'll tell you. The first time I came down to this part of the lake was probably over 45 years ago. This is one of the first places I remember my dad taking me fishing. Of course, back then there wasn't any boat docks here. I don't know how he even found out about this place. There's no signs pointing you down here. If somebody doesn't tell you about it, then you'll never find it. Probably why I hardly ever see any people fishing from the bank. Nowadays there's houses up behind me, and that explains all the boat docks here. Well, it looks like maybe that rain will hold off till later this afternoon. Got me another rig here. I'm gonna see if I can't catch me a bluegill or something like that I can use for live bait on one of my catfish poles. Got a little action on that pole right there. See if he'll take it down. Maybe it's just a perch, who knows. Yeah, check it anyway. Bending over a little bit. I don't feel anything on it. Let me say that different. It feels heavy, but oh yeah, there's a little tug on it. We'll see what it is. If it don't get snagged up before I get it in. Now it's swimming straight toward me. There you go. Not a bad little channel cat. Get the pliers, get that out of his mouth. There we go. Don't know how good you can see that. The sun's kind of in my face. Not bad. Only been here a little bit, but it is about time to go. I got things I need to do at home. Well, I had a little bit of fun this morning. Now it's time to go home and do a little work. Caught that one little channel, but sure was peaceful sitting here this morning, watching that sun come up. I gotta stop by Tractor Supply and get some pine shavings, and then run by a plumbing store before I get home. I'll see y'all at the It'll Do Homestead. That rain may get here sooner than they said. I think they said after lunch today. So it's already started to rain, and the sun's partially out. Had to go get old Wheelbarrow Bob to help me out. I think he needs some more air in his little roundy rounds. Really don't have a good place to store this, I don't think, but see if I can't make room down here somewhere. I'm pretty sure I had some up under here once upon a time, but I had to put these old cartons up there, these old crates that I use for nest boxes, because the chickens kept getting up there going to sleep. Got one more laying right over there, but I'm gonna put it inside the coops. I stopped by the plumbing store and picked up a riser for the septic tank, so better grab that out of the truck before I forget. So I had a septic tank installed a few weeks ago, and the lid is a little bit below grade. So I picked up a riser to get that lid approximately 12 inches above grade. As you can see, or maybe see, that green plastic down there is the lid to the septic. The little bit of rain we've had in the last 2 weeks is already starting to cover that up with dirt. So we'll get that riser put on it, get it up above grade, and hopefully one day I can get some more dirt in here. New rooster's trying to catch him a girlfriend. I have a feeling the old dominant rooster's not gonna like that. Yeah, and there he is. I don't believe either one of the coops is in too bad a shape as far as the pine shavings in there. But I want to go ahead and get them cleaned out before winter time, get some new stuff in. Not just pine shavings, I got a smorgasbord in there. Last time I went to the feed store, I was reading the sign out front. It said they had hay and straw for sale. I walked in there and told them I needed 2 bales of hay. On the way home, I thought, why'd you buy hay for this, just to catch this manure? But there is straw in there. There's little hay in there. There's little pine shavings in there. It's not smelling bad or anything. I just want to get it cleaned out. Give them something fresh to start off the fall and work through the winter with. Rake all this stuff out onto your tarp. Sort of makes it easier to get it out of here. Grab that tarp and pull it out. There's a ton of feathers in there. A lot of them chickens have been going through the molt. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think it'll do. Time to add some new pine shavings now. Gonna shut that clean out door. See if I can't throw them in from the top. I don't need a whole lot of them, just a couple inches on. Definitely don't got to spread them out. Chickens will do that on their own. And I think that ought to be good enough. So this rain has messed up my plans. Plan was to get that riser put on here today on top of that septic. But now I don't have any dirt to mess with. All I got is mud. When they put that septic in, they had to clear some brush, some trees, some rocks, and they left these trees here in the corner of the yard for me. I wanted to get them cut up and burned up or hauled off or something, but I'm not going to run that chainsaw out here in the wet grass. It's starting to rain some more. The septic riser and those pile of trees, they're going to have to wait for another day. I'm going to clean out this other coop and call it a day. We'll see how long it takes to get water droplets on my camera lens. Same method as before. Pull out as many as I can fit on this little tarp and drag it off. You can see over here, that bedding is probably 5 inches thick. A lot of pine shavings at the bottom, and then I got that hay on top. Well, I might need the pitchfork for this. I'm gonna go find that pitchfork. Back here in a minute. Went ahead and brought a shovel just in case. That pitchfork will grab that hay and straw a lot better than it does the pine shavings. If I was getting a lot of dust out of here, I'd think about putting a mask on, but I probably wouldn't do it. There's one more load after this. I'm gonna use broom to finish that off. Now probably the time I kick up the dust. I got the vinyl floor in here, but I don't think it came as clean as the other coop with the wooden floor. I think I ruined my shoes today. Same procedure as a while ago. Dump some of these pine shavings in there and let them chickens kick it around. I'll spread it a little bit for them, but I guarantee you they'll be in there here for long. They'll be scratching through it. Got a little bit of wet stuff in my eye. So I had a little fun at the lake this morning. Caught that one channel catfish. Come home, did a little bit of work. I'm afraid I'd get rained out if I kept on going. So we'll wait for drier weather before we work on that septic tankerizer and cut up that pile of small trees over there. Well, I appreciate y'all watching. And I'll catch you next time here at the Little Do Homestead. Have a good evening, everybody.